Hey, y'all, welcome back. Today, I'm making sticky toffee pudding. So I've been avoiding making sticky toffee pudding because it looks hard. There's dates in it and a lot of ingredients, but I found a Mary Berry recipe that is really easy. So that's what I did. Let me show you. Here's my mixing bowl. I measured out most of the ingredients already. And I actually had to do a lot of conversion because she gave it in grams, and I don't have that. So this is 7 tablespoons of butter, I think. Oh, and I don't have a hand mixer, so she said if you don't have a hand mixer, you should cream the butter and sugar first. Now, I don't think I've ever creamed butter and sugar, and I immediately regretted using a whisk because all of the butter just went to the middle of the whisk. It's kind of a nightmare, actually. Let's watch me struggle a little bit. Then I thought, hey, I'll use a fork. I'm trying to push the butter out of the bird cage of the whisk. That sort of worked. Then I thought, I'll mix it with the fork. But the same thing started happening, y'all. Same problem. It was better, though. Right? It's a little better. There's a dog barking. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's pretty common to hear where I live. There's an alleyway on each side of my building, and my kitchen window opens up into the alleyway. And when there's a dog barking, it just echoes throughout. Look, I'm doing it. It's working. It's working a little bit. But I then had a better idea coming up in a moment. Look at all that butter still in the whisk. Frustrating, y'all. Very frustrating. I'm letting my frustration out on the whisk. That's healthy. That whisk ain't got no soul. It ain't got no feelings. It's okay to do that, right? It's okay. I didn't realize the whisk was so close to the camera. Y'all, then my brain started kicking in. What other tools do I got? Oh, no, it didn't yet. I thought I'll go back to the whisk. Maybe that's better now. Not really? Kinda? Not really? It's like watching a chimpanzee. Look at that. It just, what a mess. You're watching me learn here. You're watching me learn. We're slowly getting there. We're slowly making it happen. But then I found another tool that I think would have worked better from the very beginning. A silicone oh, whoa. Knocked something on the floor. That's okay. The floor is clean, for the most part. Look, this works so much better. I should have used this from the beginning, right? Just pressing the sugar into the butter, and the butter into the sugar, right? That's a better way to do it. If y'all know of a better way to do it, let me know. I don't have a hand mixer, so look at that. There, that's what it should look like. Spackle. All right. We're getting somewhere, y'all. Watch this monkey go. Way to go, past me. Slightly more ignorant than I am now. I think now I'm adding eggs. Yes. Cracking a couple eggs. Did you see that little piece of shell that came off? I thought it fell in, but it didn't. It's right by my finger. And I think for some reason I decided to start mixing the eggs in before putting all the other ingredients in, but I didn't have to do that. For some reason I used the fork. I don't know why. It just felt right at the time. And it sort of worked. But I think I could have added the flour and all the other stuff in before I started doing this. Oh well. That was the moment where I realized, oh, I should put all the other stuff in first. Don't worry, I'm the only one eating this. So, I can touch it. It's fine. Then I think I had, flour? Yes, I did. 1 cup of flour. I had to figure out, she was like 175 grams of flour. I was like, great. How am I going to figure that out? Thank God for the internet. What's next? Oh! Baking powder. 1 teaspoon. Isn't that a convenient little lip on that thing? So you can level it off? I like that. Mary Berry didn't have that. She had to use her finger.
Asshole.
And then I think baking soda. Now, y'all, this was a pain to get out of the box. Because there's just one little slit. And I ended up pouring it, but there's chunks of it, so I wasted a lot. That's the sound of me pouring it in the sink. I thought this is going to take forever, so let me just stop the video. And y'all, I found out the British call baking soda sodium bicarbonate? Soda? Is that it? I'm not even going to go check. But y'all had a different name for it. So I had to look that up. Y'all, the treacle. This black treacle is so difficult to work with. It is thicker than any syrup. Look at that. Already a disaster. It's all over the jar. Mary made it look really easy. I think she has a staff of people to control this stuff in hazmat suits, gloves. I don't know. I don't know how she did it. But she had it in this nice little container, and then she just poured it over and scooped it out, and it was all clean. It's like that black sludge from that Spider-Man movie. From space. And this container, y'all, with that lip on there, it just gets stuck. It's not a great... Look. That may have been too much. We'll see. I haven't tried it yet. I've not eaten this yet. It has been made. It's just cooling. Look at that mess. Y'all, this bothers me so much. Is there a better way to do this? There's gotta be. There's gotta be a better container to put this in. Like, not to say America's better, but if this was an American product, it would be in a plastic bottle that you squeeze out. There are drawbacks to that as well, but this lip, like an oil can, that it's wasteful. Maybe in hindsight, I could have put the the measuring spoon in there and then leveled it off with the lip. So maybe it is a good way to do it, and I just used it wrong. I take back everything I just said about it need to be in a plastic bottle, because I think that would actually work better. What am I doing now? I think I'm measuring milk out, y'all. Yeah. Let's watch me measure the milk. Is this good content? 300 milliliters, I think? No, 275 milliliters? Something like that. Y'all, I'm also drinking milk right now. I don't know if you can see it, but I figure that would be the best to have with cake. Or pudding. Excuse me. What was that? Oh. Wait, what did I just do? I don't know what I just put in there. She said to start with a splash of the milk and then start mixing. So that's what I did. This part's actually kind of fun. You know? I don't think I want to get a hand mixer. I like to play with my food, and this is prime food playing. You know? It's playtime. I like that sound too. Little more milk. You know? You don't want it splashing around. So you add a little bit at a time. That's something I've learned recently. If you put it all in at once, it's just going to splash out of the bowl. That's going to alter your measurements. Getting it off the side of the bowl like a good boy. Way to go past me. I love that sound. And the last of the milk. Yeah. Yo, this didn't look like enough. I feel like Mary had more in her bowl than I did. Mm-hmm. Yeah. How's that? That's good, right? What next? Doing a little cleaning. Who's texting me? Oh. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, now I'm pouring it in. This nasty ass cooking dish. I scrubbed it. I don't know how to get it clean. But I promise you it's clean. Oh, I'm greasing it. This is actually kind of interesting because I started off nice and organized, and then it sort of got, messy. Yeah. I need one of those silicone things with like a brush, you know? But I ain't got that. So I use my hand. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. It's me throwing it in the trash. Do I pour it in? Oh, I'm washing my hand. I could have just licked the butter off, but I washed it off. Oh, here we go. Now I'm pouring it in. That's right, get it all. And something Mary Berry mentioned in her video was that the batter's gonna look kind of curdled. But that's okay. And y'all, it did. It did look kind of curdled. There are little spots of whiteness. So it looked like it kind of separated a bit. And y'all, the amount that was in the pan was like a quarter of an inch. It was not much at all. So I was afraid that I was going to need to cook it for a shorter amount of time than Mary did. But I was wrong. Just spoiler alert, I was wrong. That's exactly how it should be. Just a little thin layer of batter at the bottom of this thing. That's pretty good, right? And she said to spread it evenly, get it to all the corners. So I did my best to do that. Not bad, right? A little bit of cleaning there. Now we're making the sauce, which is very important apparently. It makes it stickier and toffier and puddingier. More butter. I should have used the same amount of butter as is in the batter, but I didn't have any more butter. This is the last of it. So, if the sauce ain't right, I'm blaming it on the butter. Back with more treacle, y'all. 1 tablespoon. I think it was a little bit better at handling it, you know? Still. Whew. This treacle is wild stuff. I have tried light treacle. This is dark treacle. The light treacle I had with, I made a treacle tart. And that stuff is good. It tastes like butterscotch. But this dark treacle, it has more of a funk to it. So I don't doubt the deliciousness of it, but eating it by itself is not as good as the light treacle. That's the best I could do. Way to go, me. What next? Oh, then sugar. I did 6 tablespoons. Because in her recipe she said, I don't remember how much, but it equaled out to 12 tablespoons. And this is half as much, so I put half as much tablespoons. I hope it worked. I'm not sure if it did now that I think of it. I think my sauce may have been too thin at the end of it all. Because, well, I'll talk about that later. Oh, then a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Store-bought, nothing special, not homemade, probably fake. But, you know, that's what I got. What next? Oh, heavy whipping cream. So this is another term that's different in Britain. Brits call it double cream. Is that right? I never heard of that. I had to look it up. In America, we call it heavy whipping cream. And I don't even know if that's exactly the same thing, but the internet says that it's similar enough to use it. When I first poured it in, I was a little worried this might be too much because Mary Berry's sauce looked pretty brown.
Thank you.
And this just seemed like a lot of whiteness. There's a racial joke in there somewhere, but I'm not going to tell it. So then I fired up the stove. Mary said to watch it. Keep stirring and watch it. And y'all, I learned that mistake. If you watched me try to make toad in the hole, I put some onion gravy on, and I just let it go. I forgot about it, and I burned it. So I found it interesting. At this point I thought, this is really white. I hope it darkens up. And then it's almost like in one instant it became brown. I guess because it just reached whatever temperature the treacle breaks down and the sugar distributes. That wasn't the moment, but it's getting browner. There's a moment coming up here. This is actually kind of fun to do, you know? It's kind of relaxing in a way. There's the brown, y'all. Suddenly it's a brown sauce. From white to brown all of a sudden. Yes. Yes, past me. Yes. Stir. Stir. And you know, this was weird. I thought the butter would be the first to melt, but the sugar melted first, and the treacle, like, the butter was the last to melt. Okay, I'm getting hungry. I didn't eat breakfast today because I knew I'd be eating cake for lunch. We can watch me stir, watch the butter melt. This actually took a while. Oh, there we go. There we go. See, my sauce is a lot thinner than Mary's. A lot thinner. Oh, I just tasted it. It's so good, y'all. It tastes like caramel, but with a little extra depth of flavor to it. Okay, what next? Oh yeah, y'all, I took it out of the oven. Oh, before I show it to you, let me just say.
Uh-huh.
I was worried about there just being that thin little, like, 1/4 of an inch of batter at the bottom of the thing. And so I was watching it, I was keeping an eye on it. And after 10 minutes, the sides had risen up and the middle was still low. I thought, uh-oh, at least it's rising, but, like, this might be funky. But y'all, it turned out just fine. It all evened out. Look at that. Look at that. Mary Berry, thank you for a great recipe.
Thank you.
Actually, I haven't tasted it yet, so I don't want to get ahead of myself.
How dare you?
There it is, y'all. There it is. And then Mary Berry says to pour half of the sauce over the pudding.
Uh-huh.
So the middle of the cake kind of goes down. Mary's didn't do that. Mary's was, of course, perfectly flat. So her sauce just sat on top. Mine all pulled to the middle. So, you know, maybe I undercooked it. Maybe it needed to cool before I did this. Maybe I cooked it too long. I don't know. But as I kept pouring sauce on, y'all, it just soaked into the cake pudding. So it didn't really matter. And this reminded me of a carrot cake I used to love. There was this restaurant in Atlanta called J. Alexander's. I think it's been bought out by another place, and it's called something else. But it's in Peachtree Corners in Atlanta. And they used to make this carrot cake. And I loved it. I would get a piece every time I went there. So good. But then, after I grew to love this carrot cake, I later met someone who used to work there. And they said, oh yeah, that carrot cake, it's so good because as soon as we take it out of the oven, we poke holes in it and we just pour grease in it and it soaks into the cake. So each piece of cake is like 2,000 calories. So that's what makes it good. And y'all, look, it's soaked in. So now it's all moist. Yes. Here's a close-up shot of the cake. Look at that. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Moist, shiny, buttery, sticky. toffee puddingy. Yes. Very nice. I filmed a bit of me cutting some. And I think maybe I should have waited because it's still very loose. Maybe even undercooked. But you know, it's a pudding, right? It's a pudding. So maybe it's supposed to be kind of wet. Mary's was kind of wet.
Thank you.
So, we'll see. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go get it. Stand by for the reveal. Look at that, y'all. Look at it. Got some salsa on it. Some vanilla ice cream. All right. Let's give it a try. First, no ice cream. Just by itself. A sticky toffee pudding. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. It's so soft. A little bit of ice cream. It doesn't need the cream. Ooh. It's moist. It's buttery. It tastes like butter and sugar in the greatest way. So I did try sticky toffee pudding, I guess months ago, but it was like a steamed, pre-made thing. That was fine, but it had a little bit of a funk to it. This is so much better. This, y'all, this might be the best thing I've ever made in my life. Not just British, but ever in my life. Oh my God. Mmm. Mmm. It's so moist.
Oh.
Mmm. Wow. Wow. Oh, this milk is perfect. This milk is perfect with this. Oh. Oh my God. Y'all. This is the greatest thing that British cuisine has ever given to the world. I'm out of words. I don't. Oh. Y'all, you have to try to make this. I saw some other recipes, and it was like, you need a food processor to do the dates, and there's coffee in it, which would actually, I bet a little coffee or like dark chocolate would go well with this, but it was just too much. This was so easy. Mm. Oh. Look at that. Is this in focus? Can you see that? I don't know. Mm. Oh. Mm. I was gonna try to be funny and put some Coleman's mustard on this, but I don't want to ruin it, y'all. This is amazing. I can't believe I made this. Wow. Mm. This is better than a lot of desserts you get at a restaurant. Mm. Mm. Yo. It's butter, brown sugar, kind of has a caramelly thing. The texture is so nice. It's like the most moist cake.
Oh.
And I kind of understand why it's called pudding, because it's wet. Oh my God, I want more, but I don't want to get sick. I gotta go eat a vegetable. I'll try to remember to put a link to the Mary Berry video where she makes it, and you can see the ingredients and everything. I highly suggest you make this. It's so easy. I mean, you saw me make it. If I can make it, you can make it. This is the best thing I've ever made. I can't believe I made that. Wow. Okay. Be sure to get some vanilla ice cream and some milk. Y'all check out my new mug. Got a new logo in honor of the World Cup. I don't know if you can see it, but JJLA reacts, and there's an English British lion right there. There's an American bald eagle right there. There's an American flag here. There's a Union Jack right there. It says USA X UK. What does it say? Established 2023 when I started this channel. All right, y'all. I'd like to thank my patrons. I'd like to thank my Buy Me a Coffee folks. I'd like to thank Mary Berry. You're a genius.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for watching me make this, and I'll see y'all next time.
See you next time.